Hi YouTube, it's Dee here. I just wanted to make a quick video because as of now I have been locked for 15 months. I am making this video because I also want to vent a little bit. I'm not in the best mood right now. I started a new job, so I had to wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, which I haven't done for years. And I didn't really go to bed early enough, so waking up was kind of a problem for me. So I went on about my day. It wasn't too bad. I took my daughter to martial arts at the end of the day just recently, and while I was there were a group of women sitting in the little lounge area, and I was at the front desk. And I came in, I don't know if they noticed me or not, or they didn't care. I don't know if they turned to look at me, but one woman was talking, a Caucasian woman was talking about how her daughter wasn't brushing her hair properly and it kept getting dreads in the back, and she cut it shorter because the daughter wanted to take care of herself. The daughter being A wanted to take care of her own hair, but the mother wanted the hair to be shorter because she wasn't taking care of it properly, so she got it cut. And then one woman said, well, if her hair dreads up in the back, that's fine. She may want dreads when she's older. And then another woman said, you know, I've never been a fan of dreads. They just don't look clean to me. And I don't, well, I know it wasn't directed at me because I was nowhere near her. And if she was with maybe one person, a friend of hers, her husband, a female friend, she may have said it on purpose to be snide. But because it was like a public place and there were so many people, I don't think she would risk coming off so ignorant or bitchy in front of all those people. So she basically stuck her foot in her mouth, and a lot of people, they compliment me on my dreads. They don't call them locks, they call them dreads, whether they're black or white. But there are still some people that won't even realize that my hair is locked. When I was at beauty school, I was coloring a man's hair one day. He was like South Asian, but he was very worldly, like he had traveled a lot, and he had been around other races and stuff, so he wasn't like sheltered. And I said something about my hair, and he asked me if my hair was permed, like a curly perm. And my hair didn't look too different than it does right now, but he didn't understand what's going on with it. I've had a lot of black women ask me if I have sister locks. A lot of people, they keep asking me how I started my locks because the way they look, I guess, different than locks they've seen. They think I did something different to start mine when all I really did was double strand, twist it, and leave it. But basically I'm trying to say that maybe the woman, she had some image in her hair, in her head, of what locks or dreads are supposed to look like freeform, Bob Marley, long, thick, like dry looking, and she made that statement because she doesn't find that appealing. But at the same time, she turned around and she looked at me and she looked closely and she saw that my hair was locked. Who's to say that she wouldn't still say the same thing to me? Kind of like saying she doesn't like how, she doesn't like it because it doesn't look like I wash my hair. She thinks I wouldn't wash my hair or whatever. In fact, I washed my hair this morning. But it's just weird. I've been locked for 15 months, and statements like this, statements that my mother, for one, was afraid of, she never approved of me locking my hair when I was younger, like in my teens, because she knew people were going to make assumptions and statements based on stereotypes they had about locks, like people not washing their hair. Another statement was not being able to get a job in corporate America. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. For the past several years, I've been a medical transcriptionist. Right now, I do medical transcription on my own, but I'm going back to doing legal transcription. So those are things where like I'm in front of a computer all day. I don't have to interact with so many people. And if I did, the way I look isn't so outlandish that it would be like a turnoff to anybody. And then my other job is a hairstylist, which is, it could be a hindrance at first because some people assume I can't do a lot with my hair, so I can't show people that my hair is versatile and that I fit the role of a hairstylist. But I do, recently I have been switching up my hair. I got an updo by another stylist the other day. I made a little crown. I'm going to put pictures in actually. I made a little crown thingy at the top by like rolling 3 parts under, and I left the back down the other day. I put all my hair to the side, pinned it to a side, and made a side ponytail. I made a twisted cinnamon bun thing. Like, I've been playing around with it and I've been getting compliments, and I have to keep working on different styles, but my hair is pretty versatile and it will be even more versatile the longer it gets. So that's pretty much it. People are always shocked at how thick my hair is. I was telling a woman the other day that if my hair wasn't locked, you see all this, it'd just be, before it was locked, it was this length because the hair does shrink when you twist it and it starts locking. But it was like out in an afro sometimes. It was like in a twist out, braid out, wash and go was just really, really big. So I used to attract a lot of attention, some negative, some positive. And it was always a short to detangle. It would shrink, especially at nighttime, and then you have to detangle it again in the morning, or you have to like braid it or twist it before you go to bed. It was a lot of maintenance. And one thing about being locked is it's lower maintenance, and I think it suits my personality better, and maybe even my face, because I do get complimented a lot, and when my hair was loose, I wasn't complimented half as much. So basically, I'm just trucking along. The only changes I've made as far as my regimen goes is I have been using the lavender spritz, which is just a little bit of conditioner, very, very tiny bit, distilled water, and the lavender essential oil in a bottle shaken up. I use that like once a day. And I have recently switched over to sulfate-free shampoo. I'm using a shampoo bar by Coco Vita, but it doesn't lather as much. I'm not a big fan of shampoo bars, so I have to find a really good sulfate-free shampoo that just comes in normal shampoo form, so I could just lather myself up. I'm hoping that my hair becomes softer and silkier, because sulfates, they dry the hair out, and I know that it's very important to really, really cleanse your locks, so that's why they recommend clarifying shampoos and deep cleansing shampoos and shampoos with sulfate in them. But I convinced myself my hair doesn't get a lot of buildup. I don't put like anything unnatural in my hair, and I wash my hair pretty frequently for someone who has locks. At least I shampoo it at least once a week, on a regular basis. If it's really dry season or whatever, I'm not going to, but on a regular basis throughout the year, it's once a week. So I'm going to try the milder shampoo and see if that gives me the softness I want, because my hair does feel crunchy sometimes or dry sometimes, and I know it's winter, but that's no excuse in my book. So I'm rambling here, but 15 months and I'm still trucking. My hair has been getting noticeably longer. People have been telling me that it's getting longer, and it's at the point where I think it's just going to start growing really fast, because the length, when it started to go past my shoulders a little bit, that happened almost overnight. So I'll make an update next month, and hopefully in between I'll be able to show you one of the styles I do step by step. Until then, as always, thanks for watching and take care.